And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. And pitching here today, Tyler Gilbert. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Just kind of slice that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Check swing, called strike. The White Sox are going through a rough start so far this season.
Yeah, just an awful first month. It doesn't have to be the end of the story. When I was on the 2001 White Sox, we started 8-15, but we finished the year with a winning record. You just got to play through it. It's a long season.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And now, Eric Wagaman. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. And there's a ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone, since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Edwards leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Down the line. And that's a foul ball. Man at second. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back at right field. And getting the start for Miami, Edward Cabrera. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes You know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Here's Josh Rojas. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
One out, base is empty. Right side. Throws to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Andrew Vaughn now. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Hard hit left side. Fires across the diamond, and the White Sox go quietly. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. We played an inning, no score. Back here on the south side, all set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. Gilbert back to work. To the right side, Mydroth. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Swings through that one for strike 2.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Out to short, Vaughn. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2 is the count.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. And the Marlins down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Edgar Caro. Swing and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So up next, Josh Palacios. Ground ball could be 2. 1 at second, and that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And here is Sosa to the plate. And a foul ball.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Hit on the ground to short. Fires over to first. That ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Dane Myers. Right side. Palacios settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down. And here's the rookie center fielder, Javier Sanoja. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul. Top of the third, no score. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Away, away, away. Clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
So the lineup flips over, and up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Got him swinging. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Still no score. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Brooks Baldwin. Cabrera, the tall righty, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And here's the first baseman, Tim Elko, looking for his first big league hit right here. Fouled off left side. On the ground to third. Zips it across, and there's 2 down.
Center fielder,
Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that one fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Down in order go the White Sox. And we are still scoreless. And we're back as we go to the top of the fourth. And at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
On to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. Eric Wagaman, the next to hit. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Now here is Agustin Ramirez. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. In the air, right field. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple. Solo runner at third, 2 outs. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. Ball 1 there.
Ball 1, no strike.
Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. Strike on the inside corner. Stowers at second with 2 down. Right through there for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Taylor pulls that one down, and that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Here on the south side, ready to go, bottom 4. Leading off, Chase Mydroff. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And up next for Chicago, Josh Rojas. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And that one fouled off.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Hauls it in, 1 away. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Edgar Caro. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And that one fouled off. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1 out. And their second double play of the day will end the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the shortstop, number 41.
Number 41.
Gilbert back to work. There's a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That's ripped. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything. Really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the 1-0. And that one a little bit high. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. That to right. Palacios. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. And he makes it up to third with one away. And up next for Miami, Javier Sanoja. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Gilbert winds and deals. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up at RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Got him looking. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate, but with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
This one popped up. And that's the 3rd out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively. Back at right field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Josh Palacios. Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Lenny Sosa getting ready to hit. And he swings through that one.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
He's got it, and a couple of quick outs. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Brooks Baldwin. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
He makes the grab, and that'll do it. Do it for the White Sox. They trail things here 2-0. Back here on the south side, here's the left fielder, Eric Wagaman. Right down to shoot. That's strike 1. Wagaman, 27 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And that's in for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say it's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Lifted in the air down the left side. Rojas puts it away, and that is that. Offense held it. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Tim Elko. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
You know, these White Sox, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today.
And he boots it. And next to him for the Sox, Michael A. Taylor. He popped out his first time. Ground ball left side. Norby to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now it's going to be Chase Mydroff. 1 for 2. Popped up. Sanchez under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. Just missed. Late swing fouled off. That smash towards center. Corrals it. And a quick out, number 1. And the batter will be the shortstop. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Taylor brings it in. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins.
2 outs, base is empty. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. Check swing, called strike. Inside, just missed. And that's a base hit, and that keeps the inning going. And at the plate for Miami, Javier Sanoja. And that is out of play. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And now first and second with 2 outs. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Back-to-back base hits. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Edwards stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Fouled off. He was late. Just missed. Line drive, and it stays fair. Sanoja rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Throws to second.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
Sanchez stands in now and watches strike 1. That one down the line, and foul ball. Popped up. And it drops in. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Takes an inside pitch and just fillet.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the number 64 into the game,
and he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Wagaman at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning stretch time. Marlins 5 and the White Sox nothing. Here on the south side, bottom of the 7th, and the batter now, Josh Rojas. There's a swing and a miss.
Pretty amazing. His first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, Got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Pitch misses there. Now 1-2.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they don't get the out. Man at first, here's the shortstop at the plate, Andrew Vaughn. The shortstop takes the ball.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And it's fouled away. Rojas aboard here at first with nobody out. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. He will score.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Trying to put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. In the air, right field, Stowers. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play. 2 down, bases empty. So up next for Chicago, Josh Palacios. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first, and that ends the inning. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. It's now 5-1. Back after this on the show. Back at right field, here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. This one in the air, right field, Palacios. And there's one away. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Norby, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Down the middle for a strike. And a count 2-1. Inside, just missed. That one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one in the air. Sosa brings it in, and that is that. And back here on the south side, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Lenin Sosa. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And next is the designated hitter, Brooks Baldwin. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. They got it for out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Now Tim Elko.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Miami's bullpen with some action. Cal Quantrill, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Fauché getting cranked up as well. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now it's the shortstop, number 41. There's a strike. Just off the outside edge. And 1-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Carroll makes the grab, one down. And now Dane Myers, 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Just off the inside edge. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins. Check swing, and he held up. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board. Just to
swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He's not. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. Tinoco back to work. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
My drop. Now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Base knock center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And up next for Chicago, Josh Rojas. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. A 2-run homer, his first homer of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 5-3. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Sometimes too much velocity will cause a pitcher to throw through the sink, and that means that there's more four-seam action than there is sink, and that can turn into a really good pitch to hit. Well, we saw it right there. Didn't miss a stitch on that baseball. He's got himself a home run.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Jesus Tinoco will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Anthony Bender. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
On a line out towards center. Sanoja makes the grab, 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Bender is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.